What is up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how I managed to have how I managed to have $12.1 million in Greenville. So I just want to explain to you guys how I got this money. I know I've gotten a lot of questions asking how I'm so rich, and how do I explain? I don't really know, so I'm making a video to explain it. So I have exactly, now I have 12.2 million. Okay, anyway, I have exactly $12,203,371. So I wanted to say that in the full form. So let's talk about some of these. I want to give you guys some clues and some suggestions on how to make this type of money. So I started playing Greenville in 2018, which was about 4 years ago. I started off with a very little amount of money. I drove a starter car for a little bit. That was okay, but I wanted something expensive. I wanted like an $80,000 car. So I realized I was not making money fast enough for me, plus I didn't know all of the tips. It was like one of my first times playing, so I did go ahead and purchase about $100,000 from Robux. This was in 2018. Don't worry, I'm not doing that anymore, but I needed just something to start me off, and that did start me off, and I've been like all set since then. So the way I kept getting my money up way more than just 100,000, like that 100,000, that's gone. You can forget that now. The first thing is driving. It's not just about the distance you're going, it's about the distance and your speed. So you will realize, if you pay attention to it, that you make more money when you're driving more of the speed limit than when you're driving 100 or 150 down the road. So at first it's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go as fast as I can. It doesn't really work that way. Since this is like a game that's, role play based, they purposely make it so you make less from driving at higher speeds. So right now I've drove about 1 mile and I made $749. So when you're going the speed limit, you make more than if you're flying down the road, which is something to keep in mind in case you didn't know that. Another way that helped me get a lot of money is getting the habit of, once you join the server, get a job. Once you join, it was just a habit, and that helps add to how much money you make. Joining a roleplay server or playing in a roleplay server kind of gives you no choice but to make that maximum amount of money, because you can't really go 150 down the road in a roleplay server. So if you are role playing with people, you are at a higher chance of driving the speed limit, therefore you make more. And I spend literally all of my Greenville time in roleplay servers and my own VIP server for like YouTube videos like this. And as you can see, that quick I got $2,000, and I don't even have a job. So let's go ahead and get a job. A random one. Please don't teleport me. You gonna teleport? No, okay. So I'll be getting paid every few minutes. So another thing is an interactive job. So I have never done an interactive job. I haven't really needed to, but I do suggest it, because if you do the interactive jobs, I'm quite sure that you make more money faster depending on how fast you're doing the work, or however that goes. So if you have not tried out interactive jobs and you want some extra money, I suggest doing that as well. Also, so when it comes to like financial stuff, buying cars, so remember that when you buy a car, when you sell it, it's not going to give you as much money. That does not really matter when you're rich. So, but when you're not, you do want to think wisely of what you buy. You don't want to just buy a car and like, just be buying every car and think you're going to like it, or you don't like it, then you sell it and you're losing thousands of dollars. So you kind of want to think wisely of which cars you're buying. And another thing that keeps my money up still, like why I'm still at 12 million, is the amount of vehicles that I have. I know it's a lot of cars, but I keep these cars for a very long time. I'm not constantly buying cars. So these Range Rovers, I've had them since they were added to the game. My Aviator, I've had that car for like a year. So that's something else to keep in mind. And the main times that I buy a lot of cars is when the update comes out, because I don't got no choice. I gotta buy these new cars. But I don't own a lot. See, another thing to keep in mind is you can own supercars if you want to, but if you play in mainly roleplay servers, you might have to think to yourself, do I really need to buy the supercar if I'm not gonna be able to drive it? And most of the time I'm playing the game, because if I buy a Lamborghini, I'll be able to drive it in some servers where I have banned vehicle exempt. But for example, let's say I don't have banned vehicle exempt in any servers, I'll only be able to drive the car in VIP servers and public servers, which I know that I'm not going to spend much time, and I'm not really going to have that much fun driving this car if I'm just going to be driving around going, doing nothing, you know what I mean? So if you do want to have a supercar, that's completely fine, but that is something to think about. And that's why I don't have that many supercars, because I don't really have a point of something that I'm not going to be able to drive in roleplay servers. because I play in them so often. But if you do play in public servers a lot or VIP servers a lot, go ahead and buy that supercar. But it's just something to keep in mind, that if you're not going to be able to drive the car, save your money, you know, until you have this amount of money. Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying, you know, 2 Lamborghinis, because I know that I have a lot of money. So I think that's all of the tips. So the more storage pass, if you think about it, it can kind of help you, and then like it does help me with the more storage, but when it comes to money, it can help you in a way by, if I had the regular pass, which I feel like it's 8 cars, or I don't know how many it is. If I had the regular storage for cars, I would be selling and buying cars more often. But since I have the extra storage pass, I get to keep like these main cars that I want. I won't have to be selling and buying cars because they're already here. Like, if you get what I'm saying, if you sell a car every time you want to drive, you know, for example, the BMW, you sell one of your cars and then buy the BMW, at the end of the day, you are going to be spending more money in the long run because you're losing value from selling the car. That's why I have the more storage pass, because it's just helpful. And I don't buy cars that much because I have almost every car that I want to drive. So I'm kind of rarely at the dealership buying cars. So yeah, that was a short little video talking about how I have so much money and routines that you have to use to help you make money faster. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope I helped people that were curious. Also, another thing that's helping me make these another thing is suggesting videos is a little bit more straightforward now. So you can either comment a video suggestion, or in my Discord server I made a channel called video suggestions, so people can go right there and suggest any type of video. So that will also help out to make some other ideas, because I do want to do stuff other than roleplay videos. I do love roleplay videos, but doing these types of videos as well is cool. So I get a lot of questions, and making a video to answer them would be helpful. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys next time.